This is the take-home message from this. It was a really good study. It was a well-controlled study. What it showed was that if you have a trigger point in your infraspinatus, which is on the back of the shoulder blade there, if you have a trigger point there, that changes how the muscles activate in that shoulder girdle area, which is the whole shoulder. So if I'm to take my arm out to the side, the muscles need to contract in a certain order. Muscle 1, muscle 2, muscle 3, muscle 4. If you have a trigger point in the infraspinatus, those muscles fire out of sequence. So you'll have number 1, number 3, number 4, number 2. So it feels harder and people feel that as discomfort. The amazing thing about this study, it showed that once that trigger point had gone, and in this case they used myofascial dry needling to get rid of the trigger point, which means just to pop a little needle into the muscle. And that's one way of doing it, not necessarily the only way. When that was done and they retested, it showed that those muscles that were firing, number 1, number 3, number 4, number 2, they actually immediately went back to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 in terms of muscle activation. Deactivating a trigger point, this is the take-home message from this, deactivating a trigger point in a muscle changes muscle activation pattern of the muscles around. If you have a trigger point, your muscles are firing out of order. If you get rid of that trigger point, your muscles will fall back into order. Quite often when people do have those infraspinatus trigger points, we'll do a test and they go, I can feel that, yeah, my shoulder's sore when I'm in that sort of plane. Do a bit of work on the infraspinatus. 9 times out of 10 people say, dude, it feels lighter. It feels easier to move. Of course, if your muscles are firing in the right order, things are going to feel easier. Comment, like, subscribe. You want to know more? We're willing to discuss anything that you want. Go for it. If you want to know more, leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe to our channel.